session, we'll be discussing one more method of finding a cube of a given number. As you remember, we discussed ratio method in our earlier session. In this session, we'll be discussing a method known as base method.
In this session, we are going to see a new method for doing cubes for two-digit numbers. This is known as a base method. Let us start with an example. Let us take the number 27. We want to find the cube of 27. Now, look at the second line. Here, n is the number 27 for which we would like to find the cube. Now 27 is close to 20, so I am saying base as 20, right? Okay, what do you mean by a base? In this method, for cubing a number, we take a base which is close to the number and which is easy to manipulate. Normally the base will be a power of 10 or a multiple of 10. That means it could be 10, 100, 1000, etc. or 20, 30, 40, 100, 200, 300, 1000, 2000, 3000, etc. Right? So this base here is 20. Now we call one more thing as a subbase. Here subbase is 2. Why it is 2? Because 20 is nothing but 10 into 2. Since 10 is the normal base and this base is 20, it is 2 times the normal base. Hence, the subbase we consider as 2. The next one is deviation, right? What do you mean by a deviation? Deviation of the given number from the selected base. Now, 27 is 7 more than 20. So the deviation in this case is 7. Now from here, what is it we do? We take 3 terms. The first term is number plus 2 times the deviation multiplied by the subbase square. That is, in other words, n plus 2d into s square. The next one is 3 times the deviation square multiplied by subbase. The last term is d cube, that is the deviation cube. Right, now what is the first term now? Number 27 plus 2 into deviation, which is 14, which is multiplied by 4. The second term is 3 into d square is 49 multiplied by 2. The third one is d cube, which is 7 cube, which is nothing but 343. Right. Now if you look at the first term, 27 plus 14 is 41. 41 into 4 is 164. It's a straight multiplication. I don't think you need to have any problem. The next one is 3 into 49 into 2. 6 into 49. How will you do 6 into 49? You can say it is 6 into 50 minus 1. 6 into 50 is 300. 300 minus 6 is 294. So the second term is 294. The third term is what? 343. Now when you look at from 343, you need to take a single digit for the answer. Right. So while arriving at the answer, what is it we do? From each term, we take one digit. Now, in this case, since the base is a number with 1 0, we take one digit at a time. But if the base is with 2 zeros, we will take 2 digits. And if the base is with 3 zeros, we will take 3 digits. Since the base is 20 and with 1 0, we will consider 1 digit at a time. So from 343, we take 3, add 34 to the next term, which becomes 328. From this 328, we take 8. Now, this 32 is carried forward to the next number 164. So, when you add these two, it becomes 196. So the cube of the number 27 is 19683. I hope this method is clear. See, we are discussing two different methods. In our last session, we discussed what is known as a ratio method. What is the idea? Sometimes for certain numbers, base method will be much more easier, and for other numbers, the first one may be easier. Now, let us summarize what we learned. Right. We have to find a cube of a given number xy. The number n is xy. The base is b. What is b? b is a number close to xy ending with a 0. Subbase is s. The deviation is d. Now, what is the first term? The number to be cubed xy plus 2 into deviation from the base multiplied by sub base square, or n plus 2d into s square. Second term, 3 times the deviation square and multiplied by the sub base, which is 3d square s. The last term is deviation cube. Now, what does it we do to arrive at the answer? As explained, assemble the numbers from left to right. If the base is with 1 0, that is 10 or multiple of 10, take single digit at a time. If it is with 2 zeros, that is 100 and multiples of hundreds, take 2 digits at a time. And if it is with 3 zeros, 3 digits at a time, and so on. Once you take a single digit or a 2 digit or a 3 digit or whatever it is, add the balance digits to the next term. Take again the number of digits as per the number of zeros in the base for your answer and repeat the process. Now let us take one more example. Now I have taken a simple number 16 cube. Here n is equal to 16, base is 10. Since the base is 10, the sub base is nothing but 1. D is equal to 6, the first term, second term, the third term. What is the first term now? 16 plus 2 into 6, 12, s square. S square is 1. The next one is 3 into d square, 36. The third one is d cube, which is 216. So the first term is 28. The second term is 3 into 36, 108. And the third term is 216. From 216, you take 6, add 21 to 108. You get 129, take 9, add 12 to 28, you get 40. Right? So the cube of 16 is 4096. Right? If you look at the number here, I can also take 20 as a base. But if I take 20 as a base, what will happen? The deviation will be minus. Right? Because 16 is 6 more than 10, the base, so it is positive. 20 is 4 less than 16 is 4 less than 20. So if I take 20 as a base, then D is going to be minus 4 and S is going to be 2 and B will be 20. Right? In that case, the last term D cube will be a minus. Right? That is the reason for comfort I have taken the base as 10. We will also do one example with D negative at a later stage. Again, consider one more example. 46 cube. Here n is equal to 46. The base is 40 and the sub base is 4. D is equal to 6. As usual, n plus 2d s square, 3d square s and d cube. What is the first term? 46 plus 12 into 16. The next one is 3 into d square, 36 into 4, the last one is d cube, 6 cube, which is 216. So the first one is 58 into 16. Now, how do I do 58 into 16? This 58, instead of 58, I will take it as 60 minus 2 into 16. So it is 960 minus 32, which is nothing but 928. In this way, if you can do the multiplication in your mind, you can do things much faster. And when you look at the next number, 3 into 4 is 12. 12 is nothing but 6 into 2. So you can say it is 6 cube into 2. 6 cube is 216. 216 into 2 is 432. The next one is 216. Now, as explained earlier, since the base is 40 with 1 0, take one digit at a time. So 6 comes first, 21 gets added to 432, so it becomes 453. 3 will be the 10th digit, and when 45 gets added to 928, it becomes 973. So your answer is 97336. Right, now let's consider one more example, 92 cube. As I explained earlier, here I am going to take negative deviation. Since 92 is close to 100, I'll take the base as 100. Since the base is 100, subbase becomes 1 and the deviation becomes 92 minus 100, which is minus 8. So the first one is n plus 2d into s square, 3d square s, d cubed as before. N is 92, 2d is minus 16. Since the base is, subbase is 1, it is 1. The next one is 3 into d square, 3 into 64. And here it is minus 8 cube, so minus 512. Now, what is the first term now? 92 minus 16 is 76. 3 into 64 is 192. And the last one is minus 512. Now, when you look at the base now, the base is 100. That is with 2 0. That means you need to take by assembling the answer 2 digits at a time. Right? Now, since the number is negative, what is it you should do? Subtract it from the next term. The next term is 192. That means it is actually 19200. So from 19200, if you subtract 512, you get 18688. That means your first 2 digit is 88. The next 2 digit is 86 and the next one is 76 plus 1, which becomes 77. Right? So when the number is negative, you need to be a little bit careful. But subtraction is not an easy, is a difficult thing. So if it is always better to take a number which is close. Suppose if I do the number with b as 90, what will happen? S will become 9, but d will become 2. But if s becomes 9, then I need to multiply by 9 square, isn't it? So to avoid major calculation, it is always better to look at a base where your s is 1 or simple multiple of the base. Right. Now let us look at a 3-digit number. We have taken the number 112. Now the number is 112. It is very close to base, so it is 100. S is equal to 1. Since the base is 100, D is equal to 12. What is the first one? 112 plus 24. Since the sub base is 1, it is multiplied by 1. The next one is 3 into 144. The last one is 12 cube. 12 cube is 1728. As I said earlier, it is better to remember the cubes up to 15. But even if you are not remembering, taking 12 cube is not a difficult thing. In fact, 12 square is 144. 144 into 12 is nothing but 1728. So the first one is 136. Then the next one is 3 into 144, 432 and 1728. As again, you need to take 2 digits at a time because your base is 100. So from 1728, 28 will be the first 2 digits. The next one is 432 plus 17 is 449. So 49 will be your 100th and 1000th digit. 4 gets added to 136. Your most significant digits will be 140. So the cube of 112 is 140, 49 and 28. One more example of 3-digit number, 392. Here I have taken 392 because I am going to take 400 as a base. So you will find again here there is a negative deviation. Right. Number is 392. Base is 400. So S is 4 and D is minus 8. Right. Now 392 minus 16 because 2 into D minus 8. So 2 into minus 8 minus 16 multiplied by S square 16. 3 into 64 into 4, D square into 4. Then D cube is minus 8 cube, which is minus 512. Right. Now it is 376 into 16. Right. How do I do 376 into 16? I will take it as 375 plus 1 into 16. 375 into 16 is 6000. So 16 gets added. Now 12 into 64 is 768 minus 512. As I said earlier, since it is minus the third term, you need to subtract minus 512 from the second term, that is 76800 minus 512. So it becomes 76288. So 88 will be your first 2 digits. 62 will be your 100 and 1000th digit. 7 gets added to 6016, resulting in 6023. Right. Now we have seen how easy it is to do a 3-digit number also by this method. For the sake of understanding, let us also take a 4-digit number. Not that you will come across 4-digit in your competitive exam, but just to understand the concept. I have taken the number as 2009 cube. Right? The number is 2009. Since it is close to 2000, I am taking the base as 2000. Please note a number with 3 zeros. S is equal to 2, D is equal to 9. Right? Now 2009 plus 2 into D, 18 multiplied by 4. 3 into 81 into 2, then D cube is 729. Right? 2009 plus 18, 2027 into 4. is 8108. Again it is very easy because 27 into 4 is what? 27 into 2 is 54. Double of 54 is 108, right? So 2 into 4 is 8. So it becomes 8108. The next one is 486 and the last one is 729. Before I put the last one, please notice one thing. The base is with 3 zeros. That means in this case you need to take for your answer 3 digits at a time. Since all your numbers are 3 digits, straight away this gives you the answer. So 8108 486 729 is your cube of 2009. Now you see, if by this method I am actually arriving at the answer just by 2 steps. This the n plus 2d square, those things are given just for your explanation. So when I do it in practice, what is it I will do? From 2009 cube, I will straight away go for 2009 plus 18, etc. Right? So in 2 steps, I am able to arrive at the answer. Now, we have seen 2 different methods, right? Base method as well as ratio method. What I would suggest is, whatever you did in ratio method, see whether you can do the same in base method. Same way, whatever we discuss here in base method, try the same with ratio method. And also, as I suggested earlier, take more examples so that you are in a position to do much more faster. Thank you. See you again next time.